Welcome back. Alright, I've already taken the liberty of taking the screw out here, so we can, together, we can look inside here. So, I've never done this before, only. So there we are, on the inside. And as you can, some of you could see, it does have the bolts for the head. Removable head, being, this is a cart engine, from what I'm told. So what we're going to try to do today is determine if it actually does have ignition or not. The last guy said it didn't, but it could be a matter of anything that determines if it does or doesn't, whether he just stuck gas down it or what. So stuff in there looks like it's pretty new. It's been in there before, adjusted or whatnot. So it could be just simple points that need cleaning, or they're stuck together, which I've come across that a few times on old Briggs engines. And so I'll get this taken more apart and everything and have you guys back. Alright, I verified it has no ignition. I couldn't get the spark plug out, but I have another one I know that works to test with. I don't have the socket for it, so I gotta go get one. So I'm looking at a few things here. First, I can see somebody's been in here before. And that nasty condenser, which I do have a condenser and points on the way. And I'm really going to start suspecting that condenser is nasty. I mean, that also, the coil here definitely needs a really good cleaning. But it looks like it was put away running or something of that nature, I guess. Somebody really went to town on it. So, looks like they might have brought a do-it-yourself job, one of those hack jobs. And yeah, I did even bypass the switch to verify it had no ignition. So, I guess next is to tear into that. And as I suspected, the points, I've rotated it already. Focus on the points. Will not open when I rotate it. See that? There's your compression. Should have undone there. So, the points are not opening, which could be the cause of all of this. So, they're probably either out of adjustment or in dire need of them, one or the other. Yeah, the points are not moving at all, because there's the cam right there to touch it in. So they're probably out of adjustment. So we're going to get them adjusted and go from there. Also, oil that felt pad. If I do get ignition off of it, I may just replace the condenser, because it's looking pretty ugly. But we'll get all those details in a bit. Alright, we've got a working, at least opening points and condenser now. So here, let me rotate. I also oiled the felt pad, if you note that. I can get it. There we go, right there. And they are shutting all the way. It doesn't look like I actually had to get a flashlight and verify that, but points and condenser are opening. So now we button this all back up, and actually look like they're brand new, just somebody had no clue what they were doing. So we'll button this back up, and if we still don't have ignition, then I have another culprit to suspect. So bear with me here as I get this back together. Alright, still no ignition, so I'm definitely going to suspect the condenser for sure, which it is still in Kent, Washington, processed 13 hours ago. So it's going to be at least the 29th before it gets to me. The points are out for delivery right now, so it's going to be a few days before we can see if we got an ignition. I wish I had another condenser to rob from something to test, but if we're going to do this, we're going to do this right. So here in a few days, we'll continue off on this video. Alright, I know a lot of guys are like, oh no, a Nova 2, don't, you know. I'm only using it to see if the coil is bad. If I get ignition, then that'll tell me the coil is still good, and my culprit has got to be the condenser. So, I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do this with you guys. Maybe I'm sorry. Put between my legs here. If anybody wants to donate a good 1080p camera. It's there. So, the coil is good. I mean, as much as I want to hear this thing run, I don't want to burn up a coil. So, we will wait for the condenser to arrive here in a few days. But compression's good. It does have a good working coil on it, so, and as you can see, good compression because it pushed it back. So, as I said, where was I? Yeah. So, coil does work. My gapping is fine. So, between the points and condenser, which we already took care of the points and everything, got them adjusted, and there's only one other piece left to the whole story, and that would be the condenser, which from the beginning looked pretty gnarly. Also, in my unboxing video, I said this was a Mcculloch carb. No, it is a Total Sun carburetor. So, I have not touched it, done anything, nor do I intend to at the moment until I get it running. I would, like I said, I'm as much excited to want to hear this run as the next person, but at the chance of potentially burning up a coil, it's not worth it. I like to use these strictly just to test if the assembly's good, and it is. And I was told it's a very unlikely chance that that is the problem. Also, this is my governor wind vane, which is all nice and free and everything, so that's good, positive news on that. Focus there. HL19E Total Sun carburetor, HL series. And I like these carburetors better than the Mcculloch, the flatbacks, simply because these kits are easy to find. So this is going to be a very nice, interesting saw. Fuel line looks good and everything, and so on. So, alrighty. Well, we're going to button this up for today, and I may post this video up actually to show that the coil was good, and we'll wait for the condenser to come in, and then we'll get that back apart and double check everything, including my points gap and whatnot, and hopefully have a start video here coming up this weekend. Friday, Saturday, somewhere. So, alright. Thanks for watching. Alright, I lied. I do want to hear it run just for complete confirmation on things. So, we'll put some fuel down her real quick and see what she does. With the Nova 2. I just want to hear it run. See if it's going to. That's good enough for me.